What's up, guys? Episode 3 of Daily 1%. Today we have something special. Today we are going to actually have a background music to spice this video or audio or whatever you want to call it, to spice it up. Welcome to episode 3. Today's topic is hyperproactivity. I came to learn about hyperproactivity from a friend of mine who is successful running a business, and he found that I am not hyperproactive. I'm not proactive at all. And he said to me that if you're not proactive, you will not have success in business. There is no way you will have any success in business if you are not proactive. In fact, if you have gone through the book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, the first habit is proactivity. And what does proactivity mean? It means that you're taking action all the time. And you're not just taking action, you're also completing the action all the time. You're going out there, you're finishing it, you're achieving closure. That's proactivity. It's not just being busy, but being so active in order to get things done. That is being proactive. So proactivity is what you have to couple along with strategy. Strategy plus proactivity is the essence, is the backbone, the vertebrae of success in business and pretty much anything you do in life, I think. So how does proactivity feel? Proactivity feel that your whole day is overflowing. You feel that your day is so small compared to the amount of work you have to finish, and not just that, and you don't worry about that. You don't think like, oh my god, I don't have any time. Instead, you take so much action. You are taking so much action because you want to complete all those work on that day, and you can't because the day is overflowing. You're gonna feel like you have actually used every single juice of the day, and that's what it is. Proactivity is not stress, it is controlled pressure. It is not stress and not being able to take action because you don't know what to do. You're always scared because you have fire inside you, under your ass. That is not proactiveness. Proactiveness is being stressed and not being able to take any action because you're stressed. Don't be stressed, that's bad for you. But you have to be proactive. You have to be always getting shit done all the time. And my friend says that's that is not just like a good to have a great company. That is essential. That is necessary to have a successful company. You have to be proactive, and there is no other way to be successful in life, I guess. Because you have to take action all the time. Taking action is what creates results, and proactivity is just a bias towards action, which is what you should be doing especially if you're starting a company and you're a startup entrepreneur, because the initial days must be proactiveness, crazy proactiveness. And that's why today's topic is called hyperproactivity. Hyperproactivity is not just being proactive, it is being hyperproactive, which means that you're not just being, taking action, you're taking massive action. You're taking so much action that you just can't even think any second. You're working so hard with so much focus and so much intensity, and you still cannot finish the work. I mean, the day is overflowing, and you're using the entire juice of the day. And that way, if you spend your time like that when you're starting your company, you're gonna obviously be able to do so much work in a small amount of time, and you will have much faster results. And since startup is essentially an experiment and not actually a business, startup is an experiment and trying to see if your idea is gonna work out or not. It's like a mad scientist who goes into like a laboratory and says, I'm gonna put these two compounds together and it will result in some explosion or some kind of a reaction. And then it turns out it doesn't work. And then he lost it. Startup is similar. I mean, if things don't work, you lose. So you have to, in case of the scientist, you might have to change the chemical compound to see, try maybe a different compound, see what happens. Same way you might have to pivot in your company. So the scientist was able to kind of understand that his compound does not react when he implemented that in the laboratory. And same way, You have to implement your actions in order to know whether it works or not. And only if it doesn't work, you have to keep changing it, and you have to keep changing, taking more action, and finally you will have success in life. So to compress all these actions into one thing, you have to be hyper proactive. So that's my lesson, man. Be hyper proactive. That's not just like a good to have. It is an essential thing to have to be successful in life, and of course, mostly, definitely in business. Peace.